I have created a tool to convert any video into a detailed blog post with the proper visuals and explanation. Let me show you a quick demo so that you will understand how powerful it is. Let's begin. Here I have one of my YouTube shorts where I explained k-means clustering in just 1 minute. Now let's upload this video in our tool and see the magic. Here is my Streamlight interface. Here you can upload your video. And here you can provide title for your blog post and click generate blog post. The magic will begin. As you can see here, the blog post is ready. And look at the quality. In the video, I explained 5 steps and all those 5 steps are captured here with the proper visuals. Now let me play the video for you so that you will understand how accurate the generated blog post is. So here is the video. Let me play that. Let's learn k-means algorithm in just 1 minute. In step 1, we have to decide how many clusters we want, which is denoted as k in k-means clustering. Let's say we are expecting 3 clusters in this case. Then in step 2, we have to randomly initialize 3 data points. These 3 data points are called centroids. And in step 3, we have to assign each data point to its nearest centroid. I mean, take a data point, calculate distance from all 3 centroids and assign the data point to its nearest centroid. We have to do the same thing for each and every data point. And in step 4, we have to update the centroids by taking mean of each group. And in step 5, we have to repeat step 3 and 4 until the difference between previous centroid and current centroid becomes 0. Finally, this is how your cluster would look like. So this is the video. Now let's look at the blog post. So here you can see, I explained 5 steps, right? So here is the first step, okay, and its explanation. And here is the second step and the explanation, and third step and its explanation. And here is the fourth step with explanation and fifth step. There you go. So I feel like it is almost perfect, right? So this is what you can do with this tool. Now let me explain the complete logic behind this tool step by step. Before that, I regularly make videos about artificial intelligence and data science. If you want to stay updated in the field, make sure you subscribe my channel. And if you like this video, you will get similar videos recommended by YouTube algorithm. So make sure you like this video. Now let's jump into the logic. In step 1, we have to take the video and we have to extract each and every frames from the video. And in the second step, we need to find out all the available stable frames. But what do I mean by stable frames? Stable frames are nothing but the frames which contain same object and the object appears for longer time in the video. Because the explainer is trying to explain something using that particular object, that is why he is keeping that object on the screen for longer time. So that is the assumption. Now we have to grab all the unique objects which are appearing for more than certain number of seconds from the video with its start and end time. Yes, we have to note down where that particular object starts and where it ends. So this information we have to grab from the video. But how do you do that? Let me show you. Already we have all the available frames from the video. Now what we can do, we can take each and every consecutive frames and we can calculate its similarity score. For example, if 2 frames are identical to each other, then its similarity score will be very high. If they are not identical to each other, then its similarity score will be very less. Using this technique, we will be able to achieve that. Let me show you a simple demo. Let's start with these 2 frames. And let's assume that these 2 frames are identical to each other. So what we have to do? We have to note down the start time of this particular object. And we need to store this particular frame with its start time. Then we have to move to the next 2 frames. Let's say these 2 frames are identical to each other. Then we can simply skip these 2 frames. We have to follow this process until we see 2 different frames. 2 frames with different objects. So in this case, what we have to do, we have to mark the end time of this particular object and we need to track it. Then we have to find out how long this particular object appeared on the screen. For example, if this particular object appeared more than 5 seconds, then we can keep this as stable object. Otherwise we can ignore this. So that is the idea. Then we have to do the same process, take the new object and continue the process until we get all the available stable objects which are appeared for more than certain number of seconds. So by following this trick, I have grabbed all the available unique objects from the video. Now in the third step, we have to extract audio from the video. Then we have to transcribe this audio using faster whisper. The advantage of using faster whisper, it provides transcription with segmentation. So where a particular sentence starts and where it ends. Now in fourth step, we have to map each and every sentence to its corresponding object. For that, we can use the start and end time of each segmentation. For example, take the start time and end time of this first sentence and find out which object has similar kind of start and end time and map it. So this is the logic. So if you follow this, at the end you will be having this kind of data. Then you can have a Python script that takes this data and creates a PDF or Markdown or even HTML page, right? So you can do whatever you want. So this is the exact logic which I used to come up with this tool. Now let me show you how you can set up and run this project on your local machine. I will provide the link to this GitHub repository in the video description. And it is very straightforward. Clone this repository and create a virtual environment, then activate the virtual environment, then install all the required packages and you can run the Streamlit application. Or if you are using Docker, then it is even simple. Just use this Docker command, it will take care of everything for you. Then navigate to your localhost and start using your application. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you all. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching.